first inning so very important to set the test match up. Both the skippers said that they would have wanted to bowl first here. In the position now, India will be feeling that they can really put some serious pressure. Very strong in terms of batting, especially the 7th wicket partnership. Gone across to 70 now, the score. I feel that if this pair stays on 350, even more, very much a possibility.
Yeah, what's not happened for Bangladesh is that the spinners haven't given them the control. Normally on day one, you would want them to go sub 3 in terms of their economy rate. Both Mehdi and Shakib. Shakib in fact is going at 6 runs an over. Bit of a yes and no between the two batters. Mehdi Hassan going at 3.5. So that's not the kind of control you expect from your spinners, especially top class spinners, after the seamers have done a good job.
A bit quicker and it kept a little bit low. Yeah, would have gone down the leg side. And when you see someone like Hassan Mahmood to pick up early wickets, then you'd expect the others to come around and bowl in good areas. Yeah, inside edge also onto the pad. Didn't get the support.
A single to finish the over. 271 for 6.
কেউ যদি কেক চালাতো সিঙ্গারা নিয়ে আসতো।
অর্ডার করো 1 to 3 ঋতু ব্যাপার। এখন 199 টাকার প্রথম অর্ডারে পাচ্ছেন 100 টাকা পর্যন্ত ছাড়।
অর্ডার প্লিজ। Partnership 127. Great depth, the great balance in India's bowling, India's batting on display. And as we await play, the Edinburgh smart saver of the match. There's the one thing you have to give to Bangladesh. There's been the odd ball over a period of a day. The odd ball might fall short, but overall the fielding's been excellent, and that catch by Zakir was excellent. But those were the contenders for the Edinburgh smart saver of the match. I thought the slip catch was pretty good. Early on, that was Chanto against Rohit. The evidence of what we've seen so far, probably Zakir. The sharp catch at short leg. Back with Hassan Mahmood, 16 overs, 4 for 51. And now Jadeja gets to a 50. The consistency of run making in the last few years for Ravindra Jadeja. And then the traditional celebration. You've almost come to take it for granted that Jadeja will come out and score runs.
What an invaluable asset he has been over the years. He's grown in stature as an all-rounder. Always touted, coming through the ranks as the player to watch out for with the ball and the bat. And he's showing the world why he was rated so highly. Brings up yet another 50 in a ground that he knows a lot about. spends a lot of his time here in the months of April and May. And we know he's one of the superstars playing for that team.
Familiar sight here. The sun is out in Chennai.
And a quick single. This is when fitness, mindset, all of it comes into play. It was all good for Bangladesh at the start. And there was a time when Ashwin and Jadeja got together. Things have just gone a bit downhill post that. Jadeja and his fourth celebration to trademark it.
It's getting to a stage for Bangladesh now. Given that you're batting fourth, you want a lead of 80-100 runs in the first innings. Getting to a stage where they need to put up 360, 370 themselves. Should the innings end now? She enjoyed that as well. I think she probably thinks both are my boys anyway. Ashwin of Chennai and Jadeja of Chennai Super Kings.
The time to bring up this innings. Remember, 144 for 6 has been simply brilliant. Rotating strike and also picking up boundaries, 5 fours and a 6 to his innings of 51. Jadeja of just 74 deliveries. Outstanding and really good support. What an outstanding innings, not only from him but also from Ashwin on 74 of just 80 deliveries.
Both these players, Jadeja in particular, contenders for the SBI Life Apne Liye Apno Ke Liye award. Over a career, 3,087 runs, 294 wickets, and the field absolutely sensational. 42 catches to go with it. One of the front runners, I'd imagine, for the SBI Life Apne Liye Apno Ke Liye. The challenge before Bangladesh again here too is, as the day wears on, as the bowlers tire, as the ball gets softer, can they still have the same fire? And that is being tested at the moment, and they're falling a bit short. Times batted up at number 5 for India. Jadeja, when Sarfaraz was batting at 6 and Jurel at 7.
They needed a partnership at that stage, and it was Jadeja and Ashwin. They typically cover drive. Importantly, that pull shot was really good of the fast bowler. And a special liking for Shakib Al Hasan, one left arm spinner to another. Didn't let him settle down, still going strong. Yet again.
Sometimes you just need to let a little bit of time pass to understand the value of what you have in your midst. I think for this generation to have Ashwin and Jadeja playing together has been extraordinary. 275 for 6 at the end of that over.
কেউ যদি কেক চানাচুর সিঙ্গারা নিয়ে আসতো।
অর্ডার করো 1 to 3 ঋতু ব্যাপার। এখন 199 টাকার প্রথম অর্ডারে পাচ্ছেন 100 টাকা পর্যন্ত ছাড়।
অর্ডার প্লিজ। জানি বাংলাদেশ পারবে তুমিও, জানি বাংলাদেশ পারবে তুমিও।
26.5 his batting average till 2016. Look what happens thereafter. In his last 68 innings, Ravindra Jadeja averages 43. Something a lot of middle order players playing in the side for batting alone would be very happy with. 417 50s. Another player like that who comes to mind, whose batting just got better and better as he went along, was Dan Vittorio of New Zealand. Got to a stage when he was batting 6th. And over a period of time, at the best average, I think for about over a 12-month period for New Zealand. And Jadeja is probably the more pedigreed batter. Remember asking him very early at the start of his career when he was just coming up. He might have found the gap. Ashwin will get there and they'll come back to 2. Very early in his career, he was 19, 20 years old, and he said, but main to batsman hu. He said, I'm a batsman. So he's always, at that stage, looked upon himself as a batter who could bowl, who added on bowling to his skill. You can add on that skill and take 260, 270 wickets. That's not bad.
Similar kind of role a pair from Bangladesh did against Pakistan recently in Rawalpindi. Litun Kumar Das batting at number 7, Madison Raj batting at number 8. Played a crucial role with the bat. That's why it's so important for a team to realize, even if you bat lower down the order, you've got to spend time in the middle to ensure that you get an opportunity to score. Not only spending time in the middle, but also scoring quickly. I think that is an added advantage, especially to this pair, where they've scored runs pretty quickly if compared to the ones that have batted before them. Certainly brings a different dimension to the game.
.294 test wickets for Ravindra Jadeja. When they both retired again 2 or 3 years after that, when you find for the presence of an all-rounder like that, you'll realize the greatness that these two brought to the table to Indian cricket.
What they've done really well is, at the start they came out attacking, but once the field is spread, they haven't got greedy. Just been happy to rotate strike and find the odd boundary if it is there, not go searching after it.
And then from time to time he'll show that he can play a shot like that. Just break free. 282 for 6. Not always that you get to sit on your back foot against a spin bowler. He's taken full toll of that.
বিকাশ সেভিংসে সাপ্তাহিক ডিপিএস সপ্তাহে সপ্তাহে টাকা জমানো যায় 6 মাস মেয়াদে।
ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ
একদম ফ্রি।
কেউ যদি কেক চানাচুর সিঙ্গারা নিয়ে আসতো।
অর্ডার করো 1 to 3 ঋতু ব্যাপার। এখন 199 টাকার প্রথম অর্ডারে পাচ্ছেন 100 টাকা পর্যন্ত ছাড়।
Order please! You have to. There is no doubt about it. It's just that in conditions like these, it becomes that much more harder thanks to the weather. But you want to bowl 20 overs. That's when you can get 3 to 4 wickets on a day and then come back the next day and get the rest. That's how the best of bowlers have done it. Never easy fast bowling. Takes a toll on your body. But it's the profession you have chosen.
It's like batting at number 3. You choose to bat at number 3, should you be sending a night watch? That's for another day. I also think that if the spinner had come on early, one of the fast bowlers could have been relatively fresh at this stage. A lot of their overs got bowled early, and I think we've got 3 reasonably tired fast bowlers on a track that's looking more benign against 2 very well set batters. Now we might have a difference in approach here. There's a man out on the boundary at long leg, one on the boundary almost at deep, just behind square, one about 4/5 of the way in front of square, a mid-wicket and a mid-on. Into his 18th over, can he summon up energy to bowl to that field?
A good bluff straight away. Going for the Yorker. This over could give Ashwin the opportunity for a boundary as well. And here are Hassan Mahmood's wickets so far. Started with Rohit Sharma and Nick straight to second. Lovely bowling. Had a DRS overturn. Shubman Gill snaffled down the leg. Not his best delivery. Virat Kohli poking at one. The Rishabh Pant again. Bit of an afterthought, the cut shot that he wanted to play in a lovely spell.
Four slips at the start of the day. We've got one very wide slip now. Now let's see if they're going to do the same for the left-hander.
Just going back to what you said a little while earlier, Harsha, looking at the number of bowlers used today by Bangladesh, 5. And if you, that's what he has done in the 5 innings against Bangladesh. Gone past 203 runs, never been dismissed. Strike rate of 71, 350. Incredible.
Good morning, everyone. You join us.
Probably be thinking of converting this 50 into 100 now, if he survives.
Neither captain will be too upset
here.
There's a good opportunity to get runs early on.
You said
but
that
also
if
there's
one
something
of the
in it for the
spinners had
bowlers
gone
if
and
they
bowled
stay
a few more
focused.
overs, there would be less number of overs from the seamer. If you look at Taskin has bowled 15, Hassan in his 18th over, Nahid Rana 15, Medius and Miraj, the spinner, 16. But have a look at Shakib Al Hasan. He's only bowled 6 overs out of the 70 overs.
Nice
this is
shot.
the 70th
Runs
over.
possible.
That's the reason why, even in the past, in our earlier stint, we all questioned ourselves why Shakib was not introduced earlier.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot.
Your leading wicket taker, but also getting a bit of a breather to your seamers in these hot and humid conditions. Coming back in.
Good piece of fielding to stop
bit of
some runs.
Sunshine in between, but there's still so much. It's still only the first day, and so much time left in this
Got
test
right
match.
in behind it.
So you got to use your premier bowler as much as possible. It certainly was a surprise.
Tell you what else is going to happen because of this abysmal, unacceptable
Nice
over
solid
rate
defensive
today,
shot.
is that even with a half hour added on, they're not going to get the second new ball. Even if they do get a wicket, they think, right, let's knock over the tail quickly with the second new ball. There's no time. You add on the extra half hour and you still don't have time to pick a second new ball.
Needed a big
That's how
stretch to prevent
slowly
any runs.
Bangladesh have bowled their overs. We're about 15 minutes away from the scheduled close of play. The 20-over shot. You can look at it and say, yes, they've used a lot of fast bowling. That's par for the course. A lot of teams use fast bowlers.
Brilliant diving stop.
It's all factored in when you're expected to bowl 90 overs in the day. Bowled 23 overs. The first hour they bowled 11 overs. By lunch,
Into
just
the
23.
gap. Nice shot.
Only 48 at tea.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot
An
shot.
aspect of the
and there
modern
was
game that I think we need to
absolutely
take a
no point
lot
in
more
chasing
seriously. Just have to have
9
more
runs
cricket.
added there. India are none for 9. Mahmood, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the south
Ball
end.
again. Round
That
the
was
wicket.
a
Just
pretty
gets one
wild
scuttled
delivery.
through.
Lost all control.
70 overs gone. It's 285 for 6 with an extended last session. We're going to have another drink spray.
Hit that well off the back foot.
এলো মামা লেমন লিকুইড ডিশওয়াশ জাপানের অ্যাডভান্স টেকনোলজিতে তৈরি এর পাওয়ার ক্লিন ফর্মুলা কঠিন দাগ ময়লা ও দুর্গন্ধ দূর করে সাথে হাত রাখে কোমল
Like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Great shot through the gap.
Misses out there on the short and wide one. No interest in that one from the batter. Mahmood will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
Yep.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper. A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Yep.
Edged, unplayable. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Gill gets off the mark.
End of the over, 3 off it. India are none for 12.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
3 wickets early. Bangladesh will look wistfully at that phase and
no
say,
runs
right,
on that
we had India
occasion.
34
Got into
for
position
3 after we won
nicely.
the toss and
Just
put them
too
in.
early on the shot and
Then
couldn't
that
find the
partnership,
gap.
don't underestimate its value. Jaiswal and Rishabh Pant, they steadied the ship. Then Pant for 39, KL Rahul
Maybe they
16,
didn't pick it
Jaiswal
up very
56.
late on that shot.
The last 2 wickets falling at 144. Since then, this partnership's put on 141.
Great
It's
shot.
been very, very
It's not
good to
gonna
watch.
beat the
2
fielder.
pedigreed batters. Certainly batted like they are
Couple on
today.
offer here.
Good precision with a
And the
throw
one
back
thing
from the
both
deep.
Ashwin and Jadeja have in common, very good-looking batters.
India are none for 60.
Your
Mahmood
time,
from the south end.
Ashwin might have thrown his bat at it, but he's looked very, very classy, very
Great work
elegant.
behind
He's
the
taken the
stumps,
lead
saved
in the
some runs
partnership.
with that dive.
80 of 87 balls. And almost without you realizing it, Jadeja's got to 56 of 82. With 6 fours and a 6 himself.
Couldn't get it through the field.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
I remember saying when they came out to bat that they probably need to score runs for themselves to bowl at, and they've certainly done that.
Tried to take the pace off by rolling the fingers across the seam. It's a great shot. Didn't take a lot of effort to get it away.
The fast bowlers, 18 overs, 4 for 58 for Hassan Mahmood. He's been the best. Nahid Rana, maybe he's got one more burst in him today. 1 for 66 from 15. And Taskin Ahmed, none for 47. The spinners have bowled just 22 overs today. It seems so long ago that these wickets were falling.
With the first one to go, nicked one. Probably Hassan Mahmood's best ball. Shubman Gill a touch unlucky. Probably went a little more across them and would have liked. Virat Kohli make the big cover drive, finding the edge. Rishabh Pant got out to a bit of a lazy shot, must say. Wouldn't have been happy, and a good ball. Yashasvi Jaiswal, who found that length a tad bit tough to deal with. A real good catch this from Zakir Hassan. KL Rahul had applied himself and tried his best. Late. Very good catch that by Zakir Hassan. Never easy standing in short leg, straight off the bat. That's why they call it bat pad. Didn't hit the pad though. Made it a brilliant catch.
Another 40 minutes of play today, and how fortunes have swung within a day.
End of the over. 7 off it. India are none for 23.
Spoke about the over rates. In a way, that's come back to hamper them because they weren't able to bowl quick enough. Just like what Harsha was speaking about, the fact that even if they get a wicket now, they wouldn't be able to force the play on India, which basically means they can't bring the new ball because it'll be a touch too late.
Got onto the front foot and
when
found
the
the
sea
space
breeze
to get
sets
that
in
one
at
to
this
the
time of the
boundary.
day in Chennai, that's when you get the ball to swing a bit. And that's not something that they're going to be able to exploit today.
Straight to the fielder.
They've conceded runs at just under 5 and over to this partnership. A lot of attempts have been made to try and get the over rates up. Docking you World Test Championship points, you'd have thought that's a deterrent. Doesn't seem to be. Got to find some way of ensuring that the paying public gets to watch as much cricket as they've paid for.
Absolutely, with Test cricket being precariously placed at where it is today, it's imperative to give the viewer who comes to watch the ground, watch the match in the ground, the best.
They'll get at least one.
Once again on the back foot, every time Mehdi Hasan Miraj has dropped short, Jadeja's been very, very quick on that back foot to latch onto it. It's been a feature of his play, rocking onto that back foot so quickly.
Yeah, no, deep mid wicket. So easy pickings. He knows that once it's spit short, I'm in business to pick up another boundary.
He's been clever with this ball, my dear San Miraj, where he's bowled it and the ball skidded on, almost hit the pad. But sometimes when he doesn't give enough revolutions, the ball doesn't skid on enough.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
290 now for 6 India.
আপনজনদের চেহারা যে কাপড়গুলোতে ভেসে ওঠে তার যত্ন নিতে হয় স্পেশাল। তাই আমার ভরসা যুগ যুগ ধরে এক্সপার্ট ডিটারজেন্ট জেট।
A little late on that.
33
No
balls,
runs
2
scored.
sixes today. You might see some more pace. Be interesting to see how late in the day. 15 overs behind him.
Good shot.
Can Nahid Rana conjure up a wicket? Can he get the batters hopping?
Down the middle of the bat. Great timing.
Catching
Lovely
fly
front
slip
foot
almost.
shot. That has
There's a man
raced
deep
to
on
the
the boundary
boundary.
at point.
End of the over. India are none for 32.
Long leg is out on the boundary. Backward square. Man deep in front of square. No prizes for guessing what the length's going to be.
Infield.
But currently, it's Liton Das. He's causing more problems too.
Have to admit, there hasn't been good keeping. He was aware it's going to be a bouncer and most likely into the body, but still not finding a way to move enough, gather the ball cleanly. See the tiredness setting in.
Now. Great last ball
Ashwin
to find the edge.
making his plan very clear. He's going to go after it, not going to let it go. He's had a few blows to his hand today, Harsha. Could be one of the reasons why he's struggling to catch it in the reverse cup position.
Is that part of the job anyway? Is it a hazard of the profession to have sore fingers?
You don't find too many wicket keepers with straight fingers. It's always crooked in one direction or the other. The amount of blows you take.
Taken 3 catches. Was a bit sloppy on that occasion. Ashwin Kumar Das. We are also looking at the behavior of the surface because Bangladesh will need to bat well here. He's batted really well in Pakistan.
Through the offside, there's a touch of class above that from Jadeja. It's leaning onto it, making it look so easy and so pleasurable.
Preventing 4 runs.
150 now this partnership.
2 runs added. India are none for 34.
A legendary pair for Indian cricket. Ravindra Jadeja and R. Ashwin.
Umpire signals
stand
wide.
through the test of time.
Really
Both these
need to
players
work out what
have
actually
done
went
it
wrong there.
on many occasions, yet again in Chennai, showing how it's
Great
done
shot. At least
for
one
Team
off.
India.
And what's the plan?
Look at the wrist.
I think the
Get
plan
around
is
the corner for an
to
easy
bounce
run.
them. They've got 2 fielders back there. They've got one for the uppercut almost that he may not keep down a deep point, little squarer than otherwise. But Ashwin, there was an extra
All the
fielder there
signs that
too.
they're reading the ball well. Guided it away off the
That's
back
the plan.
foot
What's he
to the
coming up with
boundary
now?
run.
Effort ball.
Maybe he was
nicely
looking
settled
for
at
the
the crease
Yorker.
now. Would have been
Put the
really
fielders
happy
and
with
then
that last
go
shot.
for the bluff. Turn out to be half volley. Exquisite timing.
I'm not sure what happened with that delivery. Maybe
Lovely
trying the
shot.
slower ball, but just got it all wrong.
Look at the piece of timing right from the middle part of the bat.
Just the extension of the elbows into the shot. That's what gets the power. The ball man coming through at the last moment. Exquisite shot. Tells you really well set. Very far away from him to get that kind of control. You need to be set, and that's what Jadeja is right. Ashwin is going to go for it. It's into his body.
Might have put that in the gap too to be able to come back for a second. They decide against it. And I think Bangladesh are just discovering is something that so many people around the world have discovered over the last 10 or 12 years. why India have gone through 17 series without a defeat. It's an
Good throw from
extraordinary
the deep,
record.
on target.
Because the balance of the team when you play in India is so
Loud
different. Number
appeal.
7 and number 8 are bona fide batters. And so you could have India down 144 for 6, but you still need to finish it off there.
It's a very tidy over.
Because they're
They're
now
still
knocking on
searching for that
300.
first wicket. Maybe it's just around the corner.
It's been one of three. It's either been Ashwin, Jadeja, or if you add Akshar Patel to the mix, then they end up batting till 9, and
Collects
Akshar Patel
that
has got
one,
India out of
simple as you
trouble
like, inside
many
the
a
ring.
time in the last few series that they've played. And that's why it's absolutely right when Harsha says India almost has the best combination possible in terms of depth in batting and the resources with the ball, depending on what pitch they play on in Indian conditions.
And India have got in their top 8. You can go into a game with almost 800 wickets in your top 8. Then you can do what you want with your balance.
Still
you could
honing in on their
play 2
lines.
quicks and a
Batter
third
happy to
spinner.
let it go through.
You could play 3 quicks like India are doing today. But it just changes the balance. Now when India travel abroad, suddenly is your number 8 batting. And that is why
Well
playing
placed.
abroad is so
Should
much
get a
more
single.
difficult.
That's why they've been searching for that fast bowling
Whipped away
all-rounder for the
nicely through the
longest
leg
time
side.
now. Somebody who can bowl
Elegant as
sharp,
ever,
pick
and
you
picking up
wickets,
good
but most
runs.
importantly, get some runs with the bat as well.
Maybe a little message to your friend Hardik Pandya. Bowl me 10 or 12 overs a day, batted number 7.
Huge edge.
But why said the cat among the pigeons? Stood
That's
97
great
for
fielding.
6.
That ball was flying.
Decisive running might have just got them 2. You look at that and I'd say they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end. Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
বিকাশ সেভিংসে সপ্তাহে একটি পিএস সপ্তাহে সপ্তাহে টাকা জমানো যায় 6 মাস মেয়াদে
ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ
একদম ফ্রি
Gonna knock it around that over. 2 absolutely over. India are not
India already pushing towards 300. Way shorter with the over rate Bangladesh.
solid defence, very compact.
What a partnership this is. 153. Totally against the run of play. 144 for 6, bowlers on top. And they've turned this game on its head.
Harsha mentioned this before, and it's just amazing how this transformation has happened. Bangladesh were looking on top, they were looking so potent, and suddenly they're looking insipid. The attack is looking
50
listless.
so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
Oh, that's a mighty hit. Way into the stands. The 300 comes up for India. Ashwin carrying on in his own merry way here. 88 from 94.
Just the way he anticipated what the delivery was going to be, was out there in a flash. Wonderful hit, once again taking on the onside, although didn't get it cleanly good enough to clear the fence. Maybe he's also in a rush to get to his
An economical over comes to
before
an
the end of play.
You get the feeling these openers might be finding their feet. Gets back and punches it beautifully.
They're the sort of shots that you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrist to keep control and find the boundary.
Second 6 for him.
Quick onto that in the infield.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Time that perfectly.
It's 303 for 6.
Good return there.
কেউ যদি কেক চানাচুর সিঙ্গারা নিয়ে আসতো
অর্ডার করো 1 to 3 তো ব্যাপার এখন 199 টাকার প্রথম অর্ডারে পাচ্ছেন 100 টাকা পর্যন্ত ছাড়
অর্ডার প্লিজ
Just threw the shot too early.
Over. India are none for 60.
They may have overstepped. The captain shouldn't be disappointed by the effort,
So
just
Nahid.
need to adjust the run-up.
Mahmood is usually very good at not bowling
Indians
no
would
balls.
realise that
Must have got something wrong with the run-up.
Opportunity here to really cash in because
Sharma
this
watched it
pitch now playing
closely
well.
and let that go through
Not
to the
much
keeper.
lateral movement. You can play your shots. Try and get as many as possible in this first innings. Now that you've got a partnership going.
On this pitch and in these conditions, it's going to take something really special from the bowlers to win this. Really needed more runs on the board. Pressure will be right on the bowlers if they don't find
Also,
early
we need to
wickets.
appreciate what Nahid is
We're ready
doing
to
here.
get this innings
Into his
underway.
17th over.
There's a
Still
huge
bowling
opportunity
fast, still
with the
trying.
time left.
This is
with
what
this batting order to build a
the team
strong
wants to see
lead
from him.
and put themselves
If
well
Bangladesh
ahead
can
in this
get a
game.
wicket before end of the play, they still have hopes because yes,
Didn't get
both of
anywhere
them have
near the first
batted
ball of the innings.
extremely well.
A bit of frustration
to be
after
very
that
honest,
shot.
and
Went
a lot of
after it,
credit
but
must
just
go to
couldn't lay
these
a bat
two.
on it.
They haven't given too many chances to Bangladesh either.
And he's young, Nahid. I think he'll learn. The exposure he's getting here. He's only 21 years of age. He's got the pace.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Seen today, he's got the heart to go
And
the
they're
long
away,
spell.
nicely off the mark.
I think if he just
A lot of
gets his
pressure
lengths
coming
right
to the
at the
crease.
moment, he's
Not had the best of
either
weeks
on the
leading
shorter
up to this
side or
game.
when he looks to go
They
up.
want to show everyone
He's,
their strength.
He's too full. I think that's the exposure
Nicely
this trip
played.
will get for him
Perfect
to
timing.
get those areas right. Try and hit the.
Seemed very happy to
the
take
right
the boundary
areas more
first up.
often on a
Punched away
consistent
nicely
basis.
to get off the mark.
It happens to a lot of young fast bowlers who start off in that fashion. They have the pace. They're either too short or too full. It takes a while to work out the right length.
There'll be runs here.
It's got all the attributes though. Tall man.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth
There's
more.
an example of that. When he goes, looks to bowl up, it's full. That's been easily tucking it away. For 3.
Beaten on the drive.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back
Will
quickly.
also
No
will
harm
be
done.
interesting to see
Both
how
batters
Bangladesh handles
survived.
him. As Bangladesh already wanted pace. Bangladesh has got pace in Nahid, but will Bangladesh overplay him? Will Bangladesh play him in all 3 formats? Will Bangladesh play him in
Amadullah
every
got
test
nothing
match?
on that.
So this
as
is
it goes
something
over
that
the road.
Bangladesh really needs to
Well,
think.
that's perhaps
the
a
think
little
tank
harsh.
really
I
needs
felt
to
it
think
wasn't
how to
that
handle
wide.
it because these are rare breeds. You won't get it every time.
Now, you've been around for a long time, Tamim, with Bangladesh cricket. You would have seen a lot of young fast bowlers. You'd have seen Ashwin coming through the ranks.
Chance
How do you
to run
reckon he
two.
should be handled?
Brilliant
Cracking shot off the back foot of the ball. Just using the pace of the bowler.
Questions will begin to be asked.
And into the
Should the
19s
captain
goes
make a
Ravichandran
change?
Ashwin.
A big over that one.
He's
Too
already
many
got 100 at
loose deliveries.
Chepauk against England.
Good
In
piece of
sights of
fielding
another.
to stop some runs.
Yeah, he's hardly put any foot wrong tonight or this afternoon. Just the way he's batted. Just outstanding. Another
Ease through
example
the
of
field.
playing it
There'll be runs
late,
here.
playing it beautifully. Ravichandran Ashwin.
Good running.
As
It
you said,
needed to be
Ravi,
as well.
in the last test match that he
Probably
played, he
closer than
had
they expected.
100 here. That was against England. Not too far from another one.
Oh my, that's
See
just
the crowd
blown
now
up the
really
middle.
buzzing.
Saw it from the moment it left the hand. lashed onto it and given the full treatment.
Do they go
My
full?
personal
Do they go
opinion
short?
about him, I think he
A lot
shouldn't
to
be playing
ponder
three
after the
formats.
boundary.
Shouldn't be playing all the games. Because yes, we have a decent team in ODIs, decent fast bowling attacks. We need to save him
That
for
went
test matches.
all the way up toward the grandstand.
Back home,
for
people
four,
are
driven away nicely.
saying yes, we want to improve in test matches, we want to do this and that. But then you have to make sure that he has been taken care of properly.
Wow,
he shouldn't be
that's missed
thrown
a
out in
lot.
playing ODIs,
That's
T20s, every
wild.
series after
Nothing
series.
elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. That's poor play.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
311 for 6.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. Yep. Can't get that outside the ring field. Gone. Brilliant in the field.
An innings that promised much.
কেউ যদি কেউ চলাচল সিঙ্গারা নিয়ে আসতো
অর্ডার করো 1 to 3 তো ব্যাপার এখন 199 টাকার প্রথম অর্ডারে পাচ্ছেন 100 টাকা পর্যন্ত ছাড়
অর্ডার প্লিজ
বিকাশ সেভিংসের সাপ্তাহিক টিপিএস সপ্তাহে সপ্তাহে টাকা জমানো যায় 6 মাস মেয়াদে
ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ
একদম ফ্রি
Another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much
68
though.
Jadeja, 92 Ashwin. That's pulled away. Fractionally shot.
It was a nice looking shot, fallen in the slot,
Jadeja
just couldn't find the gap.
very quick to pounce on it. And Par just checking if it's gone the distance. Boundary signal.
Misses everything.
Just need to settle down. The timing is off. These deliveries are there to be hit,
As the
but it's a
third
time
boundary
for
in the
cool
same
heads.
reason. Mehdi has to make things right. Mehdi has to bowl a little bit tighter. Can't give away easy runs at this moment.
Couldn't get it
There
through
he
the
goes
field.
again. Lovely sound
Right
again.
decision
When
to take on that fielder.
back makes contact with the ball. It's another 6. So Ashwin hit a big one in the last over. It's Jadeja's turn now. So boundary and now 6. And the Indians cashing in on a tiring attack as the sun comes
Well,
out
that
here
would
in
have been a
Chennai.
very risky run. The right call made in the end.
It's a bit of you admire me, I'll admire you. Brilliant hit from Ravindra Jadeja. Doesn't want to be left behind. Just
Brilliant shot that.
forcing the skipper to make a few changes in the field. There's a deep mid-wicket.
Just too good.
Now
Wonderful front foot shot.
the forward
There's
shot
no
midfielder
point in
moving to
chasing that.
mid-wicket.
6 runs added in the over.
Just on the topic of
Bangladesh are 1
Naheed Rana, Tamim
Caught
Ravi.
first ball of the new over. What a
We
disappointment.
didn't talk about how he's a bit nose or
Oh
toes.
dear, it's been a
Either he's
poor innings
full or
under
he's too
pressure.
short.
And now they've got the
So
key
how do
batter
you
out
handle him
cheaply.
in a game? Is he remote controlled? Is he remote controlled by the bowling coach, or is
Into
he
the gap.
remote
Nice
controlled
shot.
by the captain? This is what I want you to do. Please do it for me.
You can't
You've
fault
got the
bowling.
pace.
Sometimes your
I don't
opponent
want you
is
to
just
use
too
your own
good.
brain. That's it
Wonderful
how
front foot shot.
does it what
There was
happens?
absolutely no
Or
point in
will
chasing
that
them.
how you handle him?
They picked
I
the
think
gap.
so, because he's
Perfect
extremely
timing.
young. He doesn't have a lot of games under him. I think he needs to be told. I think he needs to be told what
Couple on
we
offer
are
here.
expecting out of you. And not only Naheed Rana, I think a lot of Bangladeshi bowlers have been told by coaches and captains, stand-in captain, that what they expect from them, what length they expect from
Lovely
them
timing. Will this one go to the fence?
So 10 of the over, 321 for 6.
Good return, back from the deep. Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Edged it. Confident appeal. Could it be? That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many. Really just seemed to have put that one into the slot with the first ball to the new batter. All set, it's a glorious shot with first ball. Well done.
কেউ যদি কেক চানাচুর সিঙ্গারা নিয়ে আসতো।
অর্ডার করো 1 to 3 ঋতু ব্যাপার। এখন 199 টাকার প্রথম অর্ডারে পাচ্ছেন 100 টাকা পর্যন্ত ছাড়।
Order please. Out of the middle, race to the boundary.
Sets in.
You can see how good this pitch can be for
these
batting.
Indian batsmen.
You want the player coming
full toll
forward,
of the
but it's a
Bangladesh
tight
attack.
margin.
177 now this
put
partnership.
away.
Both batsmen having hit a couple of sixes. 10 boundaries for Ashwin, 9 for Jadeja.
Confusion
that has
written
turned
on
out
the
here
batters'
today. They've been
faces.
thoroughly
A mix-up
entertained,
that almost led
especially
to
in
a
the last
run-out.
3 hours.
And that's the beauty of Test cricket. The first session, second session
That
belongs
was a
to
pretty
Bangladesh.
wild delivery.
The last
Lost
session,
all control.
India all over, taking the game away from Bangladesh at the moment.
Got all of it, and for 6.
94 Off the front
he
foot,
moves on.
hit it with
So
all
one hit
the
away.
power and elegance of a batter right at the top of their game.
And it's a 6 Test 100. What would and could be second at Chekhov.
Well, that was just an awesome delivery. Whiz past the batsman. The umpire says that's the first of 2.
The best part of Ashwin's innings today, yes, Jadeja has batted extremely well, but Ashwin looked absolutely in control of everything, whatever he was doing.
That's
whether
right
he was driving, he was
bat.
under control, whether he was cutting.
That's what you pay the entrance money for.
Completely under control
It's
of what he
flown
wanted
into
to
the
do.
crowd. A
He did
brilliant
it. So
shot
that's
off
the
the
beauty
front
of his
foot. No
complete
need to
innings till
move.
now.
And his dominance from the outset. The body language and the fluency. Strong message to the bowlers. You're not going to dictate terms to me.
That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
Taking the
Well, that was
calculated
just
risk.
textbook. Finds the
Force
space
them,
and
to
power
make
to lift
errors.
that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. Drives and misses everything.
The one stage
Not a
when
very
Jaiswal
smart
and
shot,
Rahul were batting, it
but
looked as if
nothing
the
onto
game was
it
going
in the
nowhere.
end.
Strike wasn't rotating. The bowlers were allowed to dictate terms. The bowling was good. The pitch still had a
Just
little
need
bit
to settle
juice
down.
in it.
The ball is there to
The
hit.
2 wickets fell
They're
at the
trying
same
too
score.
hard, I think, to really smash it.
And you had 2
rather
new
than
players
just
at the
time.
crease. But it was Ashwin's approach.
It was the
more
right
than
shot in the
Jadeja's.
end.
It was Ashwin's
Didn't
approach
get the
that really
timing
turned
right to
things
get it
around.
away.
Jadeja grew in confidence, and now it's a different story altogether. Oh, that's
They'll
gone
get at
past
least
the
one.
slip fielder. Genuine edge, outside edge.
Could that be out? Looks so.
The big wicket is gone. Never really looked comfortable,
especially
and
the
now they
time
have to
they
start the
both
long
came to
walk
bat.
back.
Most of
The
the
team will
teams
be
would have
after a
taken the
positive innings
defensive
from this
approach.
batter.
They took the
Great
opposite. They took the
opportunity to
aggressive
come in and
approach,
put some
which
runs on
put
the board.
Bangladesh on a back seat. And that's what the best part of this partnership.
Hassan
They
shakes
have
their
been
head.
aggressive.
It was there
They
to
have been
hit.
rotating the
Couldn't
strike,
make
which
the
is the
most
most
of it.
important thing in this partnership.
A reckless heave. This
97
batter is
now.
usually a bit more elegant in their
103
stroke play
balls.
than
It's,
this. Poor batting.
Maintained a
That's the
very,
over.
very good run rate.
Bangladesh are 4 for 73.
Shakib just discussing with the keeper, saying he heard some sound.
Yes, nice bowling.
Ready? 327 for 6.
Yep.
Straight to the fielder.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place. No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot.
About going up.
Couldn't find a gap.
Lost the review as there's no edge. Well, 12 minutes to go.
That sees the completion of the over. A good one too. Not many opportunities
Look
to
give
score.
the strike to Ashwin. He's 3 short of 100. Ample time for him to get it tonight.
Great shot through the gap.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Doesn't beat the infield. Needs a direct hit.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
He's bowled this
Good
delivery
bit of timing
this
there.
arm ball from an off spinner. Every now and then he's
That's
surprised
a
the left-handed
brilliantly
balls
aggressive
come
shot.
in.
Gets onto the
The
front
left-handers
foot
have been
and
lucky.
it's flown
The
over
odd
the
occasion
boundary.
they found the inside edge. Now he gets one to turn, and on other occasions the ball has actually missed
Onto
the
the
leg
front
stump.
foot.
It's a
Super
good
shot.
delivery that
Should
he
be
has. It's a
4.
good variation.
Got their
that
head
Mehdi
right
Hasan
in line with
has
the ball. A
in his
beautiful
armoury.
strike there, down the ground.
Now this is encouraging from the spinner's point of view. As the game
That's off
progresses,
the
you
middle of the bat.
get the ball to grip and turn. Turn quickly here with bounce on this red soil.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Timed that brilliantly.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and
Still
4.
maiden.
Fantastic shot.
327 for 6.
Bowling well at the moment. They complete another very good over. The right arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the south end. Great shot. At least 1 on offer. Needs to be on target. Trouble. Oh, gone.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
327 for 6. It's Ashwin on strike.
Absolutely nailed it.
Oh, just clears a mid-wicket.
To the boundary. That's clearly not
And
the
he'll go back
type of
for 2
delivery
to
be
move to
bowling.
99.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the
Yeah,
last
nicely
ball,
tempted
and it'll be
by
interesting to see how
Shakib
the
Al
bowlers
Hasan.
can respond.
The last 2 deliveries of the previous over, he fired them in after getting
This is
mid
out
on and
there
mid
on
off
the
up.
short wide one.
And then the first ball of this over just throws it up ever so slightly, because it's the pressure on Ravichandran Ashwin. Does he want to get to his 100 quickly? Just inducing
That's
a false
an
stroke.
unbelievable
Field
shot
comes
into
up
the
now.
crowd.
The crowd on the edge of their seats.
Gets onto the front foot, and that shot is full of aggression. Sent high and long over the rope.
It's
Getting
everyone
nicely
on
settled at
edge
the
here.
crease now. Would have been really happy with that
Crowds
last shot.
too.
Great
The home
shot.
crowd, local boy.
What a lovely shot. Really good
Sights
timing
of the
and the
6th
middle,
Test match
and
under.
race to the boundary.
Brilliant over for the batting side. Not
Even
so for
Papa
the
Ashwin
bowlers.
is tense.
Super shot that.
There he goes.
was
It's
clever.
number
Just
6
have to wait
for
on it to
Ravichandran
make sure.
Ashwin.
The crowd are
His
really
second
getting quite raw.
in front of his home
It's gonna be
crowd in
difficult to
back-to-back
focus
Test
down in the
matches.
middle with this amount of
And it's a
noise.
$1 million smile
Not the
as his
ideal way of
teammates
handling
acknowledge it.
that ball.
The crowd stand up.
Brilliant bowling.
There's
Having
been
got
one
the edge
terrific
the
innings
previous
this.
ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Yes, caught and bowled. Did supremely well there.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs
Flawless
down.
innings, this really
didn't get
100 of
Looked to
just
be in
108
trouble,
when the
sadly,
bowlers
most
were
of them not.
dominating.
Time that
Shows the talent he has. The timing has been exquisite today.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
And this partnership has gone
Boundary
from
off the
strength
last
to
ball.
strength.
What's
It's
to come off this
186
delivery,
now.
I wonder?
Jadeja playing his part, 79. What an
On
asset
the
for
drive,
India to have
beats
these
the
two coming
fielder
at
at
7
point.
and 8.
That'll run away for 4.
You could see by how it
Down the
whistled
track,
away
hit
the boundary
firmly
just
for
how
4.
sweetly this was timed.
So India making the most of it. They know this is a good time to get the runs, even though there's just 5 minutes left.
Just hitting air on
Cash
that
in.
one, that was just
Make
too
hay
good.
when the sun shines, and the sun is shining finally.
Yeah, once again,
Nothing
great
the bowler
use of
can
his feet
do
and
but
nearly
watch
cleaned
the ball goes all
Ashwin's
over the
head there.
ground.
Was so close, so ferociously hit by
Well, for
Ravindra
brief
Jadeja.
moments, you thought there might be a bit of strife there.
Oh.
In the end, a good decision.
Good ducking.
Not to take on the field.
Right off the middle of the bat.
for 6.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Just about timed that perfectly.
It was in the air for a long time, but 4 bounced just inside the rope.
Yeah. So 334 for 6. Still Mehdi. It's notched away.
Hit that hard, nailed
A moment he won't forget.
That was
Getting
a
another 100 in
massive
front of
shot,
his
middle,
home
and
crowd.
it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
it. End of the over. Bangladesh are 6 for 134. Well played.
Yeah, brilliant from
Should
both
get a
these.
single.
You have to give it to both of them. Just think of where Bangladesh were. 144 for 6, one more wicket, and India were staring at the tail enders. And what these two have done is that they have staved off any threat that the Bangladeshi bowlers possessed. It's just been a brilliant rearguard action from these two.
Goes up and over for 6.
191
That's the
that
positive
partnership
option.
now.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
There's a lot of credit must goes to this both
Thought it
of
got
them.
past them,
The
but
way
a
they have batted.
fantastic dive to cut
They've
it off.
taken the game away from Bangladesh.
Good running.
Now they
It
have
needed to be as
less
well.
than 5 minutes
Probably
remaining
closer
to end
than
of
they
the play.
expected.
And then come back tomorrow and cash in as much as you can.
The new ball will be due immediately tomorrow.
Nice shot.
That ball's been hit.
With that,
it's flown
either
into the
it's an
crowd.
early wicket
To
or
get
lots of
that
runs.
much power
Because
coming
field will
forward
be
onto the
in,
front
and
foot
there will be
is
opportunity for
ridiculous.
both of them to score runs quickly.
It's just that
Saw
the
that
bowlers
early.
will be well
No
rested,
one's catching
and again
that.
it's a
Great
brand
shot.
new day. You know, you could be on 100, you
Found
could be
the
on
middle
any
of the
number
bat.
of runs.
Great timing,
but again,
lovely
it's a fresh
front foot
start.
shot that has raced to the boundary.
Gill, I don't think we'll be too
I think
happy
that's what
with their
Bangladesh
bowler
need
at
to
the
believe,
moment.
because they were in a great position at one stage, and that chance has been frittered away.
End of the over, and what a beauty it was. Say what you want about the bowler.
335 for 6.
Majestic
Probably
batting.
get one more over.
Good catch. Out.
Yeah, came in at a time where India were staring at a barrel.
Disappointing display.
And then just some
Someone
wonderful
with such
shots.
batting skills, this goes
Timing
down
has
as
never been a problem for him. Just took on every bowler.
a lovely shorter ball, just keeping them honest.
Sweeps, cover drives, lofted shots. Anything that is in the book, he brought out. Ravichandran Ashwin.
Beaten
on
the
one stage, he
drive.
was 32 of 32, and
This
Ravindra
could be
Jadeja
out.
was on 7. 10 fours, 2 sixes. Predominantly, lots of those boundaries towards the onside.
Back to the
It's been
sheds,
a top
but a
class
good
innings.
contribution to the team today. It's been a nice knock.
The
Field
leg
will come
side
up
game
now,
of
I
his
think.
has a
Pressure
little
should
touch of
definitely be
PPS
on the
left.
new batter, who strides to the middle.
Very risky,
They'll be
lovely
looking for
timer of
another
the ball.
quick wicket.
Just threw the shot too early.
It's carrying on. Just the tempo has been fabulous. This should be the
There'll be runs here.
last over of the day.
There was minimal follow
Tremendous
through, just
counter-attack
great
from
timing
India.
to punch it through the field for 4.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed.
Mominul
If they
Haq
can
bowling
find the
this,
right spot,
last over
the
of the day.
reward will eventually come.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the
Again
gap.
overshot
Timed
Bangladesh,
it
but
nicely
they can
for
take the
4
new ball
more.
straight up.
8 runs added there. Bangladesh
Tomorrow morning.
are 8 for 160. In the air, looks to be landing safely.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
You have to say for Bangladesh, the fielding was top class in the morning. They were stopping everything, but as this partnership grew,
Gorgeous on drive. Mid-on has work to do.
his fielding
It
standards
was
have
just a
dropped
little bit
coming
too
in.
full, and it was beautifully timed.
It certainly has. And also, they look out of plan. When normally when opposition attacks you, you need to have some kind of plans which was missing from Bangladesh today.
Can't bowl there. Too full and helped on its way.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Beautifully bowled. You can see there is something there for the spinners now. And this is encouraging from the India's spinners' point of view. And you see how the ball bounces here and turns quickly.
Misses everything. There's trouble here.
They like that, the spinners, as this game progresses.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. That's poor
So we
play.
come to the end of the first day's play. And after 80 overs, India, who were 144 for 6 at one stage, have ended day 1
Flew away
339
with
for
pace.
6.
Brilliant timing.
An unbeaten 195
You
run
can't fault that
partnership
shot.
between
Nicely
Ashwin
played,
and
and it was
Jadeja.
4 runs
And
all the
Ashwin
way.
going on to
End
get
of
his
the
6th
over.
test match
17
100.
runs coming from
His
it.
second at Chennai.
Bangladesh are 8 for 177. Super piece of timing.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful
this has
shot.
been
No
a
chance
back
at all for the
to
fielders.
the wall. Sort of a gritty partnership from Ravindra Jadeja and Ravichandran Ashwin. 195
Great
undefeated
shot.
runs from
Placement
these two.
Exquisite.
And the contributor in chief
Strong
has
area
been
for them. Lifted it
Ravichandran
up and
Ashwin.
over towards the rope.
Ravindra Jadeja
Mahmood
on
is really
86
starting
of
to get on top of this
117.
bowling.
So
Made
India
a few changes
finishing
to
day
halt
1
this
on a strong
momentum.
note.
Oh, didn't get the feet
All the
moving.
teammates,
Played
it's a
down the
great
wrong
feeling
line.
as a
Threw
player
the
when
hands
you
at
get
it. Got
100
nothing on the
going when
ball.
your side is in trouble. And you're unbeaten at Stumps.
Nicely played.
And, he's done that in front of his home crowd. They've been given
It just looks
plenty
so
of entertainment
easy.
and happiness.
Gets onto the front foot and
that
eases
100,
through
and
the
Jadeja
ball.
giving
I
him
can just
good
stand
company.
and admire that shot.
So the crowd that stayed
Nice
on
shot.
right through
Runs possible.
the day today
What a catch.
really must have enjoyed that last session of play. Runs came thick and
The
fast
trudge
after
back
India.
to the pavilion.
But
A
in the spot of bother
disappointing
at
display in the end
144
for
for
someone
6.
with
Jaiswal
such
played well
batting
for
skills.
56.
This one goes down
Punt looked
as
good
a fail.
till he was dismissed for 39. But then it was the Ashwin Jadeja show.
Good piece of fielding.
195 run partnership, unbroken.
Well, not a great
86 for
delivery.
Jadeja,
Got it
102
full.
for
Lucky
Ashwin.
not to be hit to the boundary.
End of the over. 12 runs coming from it. Bangladesh are 9 for 108.
And he batted beautifully. Moment he came in, he was on the attack. Timing the ball beautifully, placing it nicely. Lovely
Just need
shots
to
of
settle
the
down. The
back foot in
timing's
particular,
off.
and then taking to the
These deliveries
spinners.
are there to be hit.
Right
Time
through
for
that
cool
inning,
heads.
the feature of his batting was his placement and timing. Not afraid to use his feet as well. And in the end, getting his
languidly
sixth
away
test
to the
match
fence. A lovely shot.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Yeah. 339 for 6. And what a partnership this between Ashwin and Jadeja. And like I said, great feeling to do it in front of your home crowd. And the man of the moment is with us here, Ravichandran Ashwin. Belated happy birthday. I mean,
this could be trouble.
The crowd should be giving you gifts, but you've given the
Bit of a
crowd
mix-up.
that has
They'll
turned
need
out
to
here a
improve
massive
their
gift.
communication.
Yeah, always a special feeling to play in front of the home crowd, and this is a ground I completely love to play cricket in. It's given me a lot of wonderful memories. The last time I got 100, you were the coach, Ravi bhai. So yeah, it does feel special. Thank you so much.
Now you're batting today. Moment you came in, the team was in a spot of bother, but
I don't think
your
there's any
approach
bat on that as they
and,
come through for
your
the single.
mindset was a little different. You were very positive.
It helps that I've come back at the back of a T20 tournament, worked quite a bit on my batting and playing a few shots. Of course, I've always been wafting my bat around outside off stump, not giving it a full Monty.
Well, that would have been a very
worked on a
risky
few
run.
things,
The
and
right call
on a
was
surface
made
like
in
this
the
with a
end.
bit of spice, if you're going
5
after the
runs
ball, might as well
added
go
in that
after it
over.
really hard like
Bangladesh
Rishabh does.
are 9 for
And
190.
you mentioned the pitch. What was your assessment of the surface when you went there?
I think it's
Struck it
the old
nicely.
Chennai surface
Could go
with
to the
a bit of
boundary.
bounce and carry. The red soil pitch allows you to play a few shots. If you're willing to just get in line and sort of give the ball whenever there's width, if you can give a little bit of tonk, it really helps. I love playing when there is bounce and carry. So yeah, I really enjoyed myself today.
And with Jadeja there at the other end, what was noticeable was how well the
Good
strike
pick-up.
rotated, and you never got bogged down.
Nice
either
running
of you.
between the wickets.
He was
Giving
a
the
real
pads,
help.
not the bat,
There was a
though.
point in time where I was really sweating and perspiring and getting a bit tired, and Jadu noticed it quickly enough and guided me through that phase. Really helps with such a temperament. And Jadu, as you know, has been one of the best batters for our team in the last few years, and him being there pretty solid, and also he was very helpful in terms of telling me that we don't have to convert the twos into threes, which was really useful for me.
To finish it off.
Ashwin really well batted. Just coming back to the surface, you're somebody who's bowled a lot on it and you know exactly how it behaves. What would you say it will do tomorrow, especially when the spinners come on to bowl?